I have learned these 5 valuable sayings to myself in the morning from a famous motivator, Rohn. After hearing his message, I slowly realized how good it is to think a little more about ourselves, about myself, about how I can be an instrument to helping others. Life is full of challenges. It is very unpredictable. Every day can have rain, can have sunshine, and can even have stormy or cloudy days. But one thing for sure, if we treat ourselves right, we will be more effective, more productive, more giving, and more loving. Every morning we face a choice. We can wake up and just start moving, letting the day leads us to where it wants or where we can set our course. We can take a few moments to say certain things to ourselves, words that set the tone of our day, words that align our minds, our attitudes, and our action with our best intentions. Now, I don't mean affirmations that are empty in substance, because that is not what gives us the fuel we need. It is not about repeating feel-good words. I am talking about grounded phrases in truth, principles, and real intention. These are words you say to yourself that remind you who you are, where you're going, and what will it take to get there. Imagine this. Every morning, you say these 5 things to yourself, setting a foundation to build a day that matters. Each phrase is a brick, each one a little bit of strength, a little bit of wisdom. You build the wall brick by brick, and soon enough, you'll find yourself standing behind a fortress of purpose and resolve. It's that kind of structure that holds up when things get tough, that keeps you grounded when the winds of life blow strong, and the beauty of it is, when you say those things every day, you're not only reminding yourself of the best version of you, you're stepping into that version one morning at a time. It's like taking your thoughts and aligning them with the actions you're about to take, setting the course before you walk it. This habit is one of those small disciplines that over time makes a difference. Each phrase has power, and each one has its place in building the day you want. These words guide your energy, shape your choices, and remind you of what you're capable of. They act like a compass, steering you through the days of distractions, challenges, and temptations, keeping you focused on the path you want to walk. The goal here isn't perfection, but direction. It is about building momentum, one morning at a time, so that when you reach the end of your day, you can say, today was good and today was purposeful. Have you ever been in a situation where you have to be accountable in each and every aspect of your life? Accountable to be responsible in everything you do? Have you ever been stuck to something where you think you cannot get out to? Listen to this, because the first thing you have to tell yourself in the morning is, today, I take responsibility. Now, responsibility is one of those powerful words that shapes everything else. When you start your day by taking full responsibility, you set the stage for real power. Because here's the truth, you cannot change the wind, but you can set the sail. Responsibility means owning that sail, adjusting it and not blaming the wind, the sea, or the boat. It's understanding that no matter what comes at you, you get to choose your response. And my friends, that is real freedom. See, one of those most liberating things that you can realize in life is that your circumstances don't define you. What defines you is how you respond to them. Responsibility isn't about fault or guilt. It's about control. It is recognizing that you and only you steer your ship. And by saying today, I take responsibility, you're setting an intention to own your choices, your actions, and your attitude for the day. You're saying that whatever happens, you're going to respond in a way that aligns to your values and goals. Now, some people spend their lives in a mindset of blame. They're quick to point fingers, quick to find fault in circumstances in other people, in the world around them. But here's what I learned over the years. Blame may feel good in the short term, but it leaves you powerless. The moment you say it is their fault, you give away control. You're essentially saying, I can't change this because it is not up to me, but responsibility. Responsibility gives you power because it puts the control back in your hands. When you take the responsibility, you no longer wait for the world to change. You're setting the world up to make changes within yourself. Does this mean I have to handle everything perfectly that I can ever slip up? Not at all. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you won't make mistakes. It doesn't mean you won't have days where things fall apart. But it does mean you own those moments. You recognize them, you learn from them, and you get back up. Taking responsibility means that when you fail, you don't fall into shame or self-pity. Instead, you look at what went wrong. Ask what you can learn from it, and then you adjust your course. It's like being the CEO of your life. A good CEO doesn't blame the economy of the competition when times get tough. A good CEO steps back, assesses the situation, and makes changes. They take responsibility for the outcome because they know that that's the only way to lead effectively. So when you say to yourself, today I take responsibility, you're stepping into that role for your life. You're becoming the CEO of your day. Let us focus on the actions instead of complaints. If you want progress, you've got to work with what you have and what you can. And that's exactly what responsibility does for you. Have you ever been in a situation where you tell yourself, I cannot do this, it's so difficult, I'm not enough, I'm not beautiful, I am not the best? Believe me, I have been here a lot of times and it even breaks my head, my heart, and my personality. But after learning this saying, you will look at yourself so differently. So the second thing you say to yourself each morning is, I am capable. This may sound simple, but don't underestimate the power of these words. I am capable is a declaration of your own potential. A reminder that no matter what lies ahead, you have what it takes to face it. Think about it. In a world full of doubts, challenges, and setbacks, how often do we pause to tell ourselves, I am capable? We live in a society that bombards us with reasons to feel inadequate. There's always someone faster, smarter, wealthier. Always some comparison that leaves us feeling less than. But when you start each day by affirming your capability, you're grounding yourself in a truth that you have, the skills, the determination, and the strength to meet whatever comes your way. Saying I am capable each morning isn't about boasting. It is not about arrogance or overconfidence. It is about acknowledging the strengths you have. There's a saying, all the resources you need are in your mind, and that's true. You have within you everything you need to face life's challenges. And by saying, I am capable, you're giving yourself permission to trust in that. You're reminding yourself that though you may not have all the answers yet, you have what it takes to figure them out. Capability doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or make mistakes. It simply means that you can handle those setbacks, learn from those mistakes, and keep moving forward. What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't handle it? Don't be so quick to doubt yourself. Give yourself a chance. Believing in yourself is magnetic and inspiring. So every day, say it and mean it. I am capable. Have you ever wondered how much you have? Have you ever counted how many people are there to support you, to guide you, and to be with you during difficult times? Have you been in a situation where you just work and work and work hard, but forget to thank yourself for working hard? Have you ever taken the chance to thank yourself for being productive and for giving back to others? Well, hear what you should say. The third thing to say to yourself is, I am grateful. Being grateful is one of those mindsets that can transform not just your day but your entire life. It's like the lens through which you see the world. When you wake up and say, I am grateful, you're choosing to focus on what's good, on what you have, on what's working, instead of on what's lacking, what's broken, or what you wish was different. And that single shift in perspective can make all the difference. Now you might wonder, why focus on being grateful? Why is it so important? Because being grateful puts your mind in a state of abundance. Instead of feeling like you're always in need, like there's always something missing, being grateful reminds you of all the things you have already. Your health, your family, your skills, the opportunities ahead of you. When you start your day with I am grateful, you're grounding yourself in a mindset of sufficiency, of fulfillment. It is a powerful antidote to the endless chase for more. Being grateful is also one of the best ways to combat negativity. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and frustrations. But if you can look at those challenges through a lens of gratitude, you start to see them differently. You begin to see that even the tough times have something to offer. That even in difficulty, there's a lesson or a silver lining. It doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It just means that you're able to find something valuable in every situation, even the hard ones. And here is something remarkable about being grateful. It multiplies. When you're grateful for little things, you start to notice more of them. Your mind is trained to look for blessings, for things to appreciate, for reasons to feel content. And the more you look, the more you find. The people who are grateful are happier, healthier, and more resilient. Why? Because their minds are focused on what's right, not what's wrong. Life is made up of small moments, and when you're grateful, you get to notice them and cherish them. Being grateful is also a powerful form of humility. It is a way of acknowledging that you did not achieve everything on your own, that there are people, forces, and opportunities that have contributed to where you are today. Being grateful, you're recognizing that you're part of something bigger. You're appreciating not just what you've done, but what you've been given. Life is a gift. Each day is an opportunity, and there's always something to be thankful for. Gratitude isn't just a word. It's a state of mind. Have you ever been in a situation where all you say is blame yourself, blame others of all the shortcomings? Have you ever wondered that no matter how hard you work, result does not come your way? Then this is for you. Every day you must practice telling yourself that today I am focused on growth. When you declare that you're focused on growth, you're choosing a path that leads to continual improvement. You're telling yourself that you're committed to becoming better than you were yesterday, even if that growth is slow or challenging. It is about being a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser, a little bit more capable each day. When you're focused on growth, you're not looking for perfection. You're looking for progress. Then, simple phrase shifts your mindset from seeking comfort or security to actively embracing change and the learning that comes with it. Growth is a journey, not a destination. It is an ongoing process. And when you start your day with a focus on growth, you're setting the stage to look for lessons, to seek for opportunities, to improve, and to step outside of your comfort zone. See, comfort zone is easy. Comfort feels safe, but comfort doesn't lead to growth. It keeps us in the same place. Growth, on the other hand, requires discomfort. And when you say, I am focused on growth, you're giving yourself permission to be a little uncomfortable, to try something new, to stretch your limits. You're committing to learning from mistakes, to picking yourself back up after a fall, and to keep moving forward no matter how tough things get. Growth requires you to be humble enough to admit that there's always more to learn. It's about acknowledging that while you may know a lot, there's a whole lot more out there. By focusing on growth, you're staying open-minded, willing to learn from everyone and everything around you. You become like a sponge, absorbing knowledge, experiences, and lessons that come your way. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to expand your understanding. Every setback, a chance to build resilience. That's the beauty of growth. It turns every experience into something valuable, something that contributes to your evolution. It is easy to get frustrated when you're working hard and not seeing immediate results. But by focusing on growth, you remind yourself that progress takes time. You're willing to put in the work to make some improvements day by day. It is like planting a seed. First, you don't see much happening, but as you water it, as you nurture it, that seed begins to sprout, to take root, and eventually it grows into something strong and beautiful. That's what growth is like. You will not see the results right away, but if you stay committed, they will come. This is the best phrase I tell myself every day. Because every day I have a choice. I can either choose to focus on the positive or the negative. Either or, it has a great impact not only into our day, but also into our lives. So today, try to tell yourself, I am in control of my attitude. Attitude is that invisible force that determines so much of how we experience in life. It shapes how we respond to challenges, how we interact with others, and even how we see ourselves. And here's the key. Well, we can always control our circumstances. We can always control our attitude by saying, I am in control of my attitude. You're reminding yourself that no matter what happens today, you have the power to choose how you'll respond. Attitude is a choice. Every day, every hour, every moment, we get to decide how we interpret what's happening around us. We can choose to be positive or we can choose to be negative. We can choose to see the best in others or we can focus on their faults. We can look for opportunities or we can focus on obstacles, and the choices shapes everything else. When you say, I am in control of my attitude, you're reminding yourself that you have the power to make the choice deliberately, rather than letting circumstances or emotions dictate your mood. Now, why focus on attitude? Because attitude is often the difference between success and failure. It is the difference between someone who overcomes adversity and someone who's defeated by it. It's what keeps you going when times are tough, what lifts you up when life tries to pull you down. With the right attitude, you're resilient, you're unstoppable, you're equipped to handle anything that comes your way. But with the wrong attitude, even the small challenges can feel insurmountable. Saying I'm in control of my attitude is like setting an anchor for yourself. No matter what the day brings, you're committed into responding with positivity, with patience, with resilience, and let's be real, life is not always going to be smooth. There will be days when things don't go as planned, when people let you down, when unexpected challenges arise. That's life. But here's the beauty. Even when everything feels out of control, you still have control over one thing: your attitude. In conclusion, I have learned so much every day. Life is indeed a learning process. It is really just up to us on how to adapt to it, to work on it, and to be better and better each day.